You forgave him?
Yes?
You read too many comic books.
You say one thing, he says another, and everybody changes back again! No!
Guys, gals, what are we looking at today? Well, this is something that a little while back Stephen Bush asked me if I had heard of, and I'm like, no, but you have my attention. And lo and behold, I was able to find it. So, Tropical Oberon. The regular Oberon is one of my favorite wheat beers, and unfortunately it's seasonal, which I'm sure this is going to be. So we do have it in the appropriate glass. Wow, it almost looks like a milkshake. Okay, so it's definitely not filtered. It's definitely on my nose. Mango, guava, passion fruit, and a wheat beer. Cheers. It's not bad at all. Okay. First in was Rich Huff saying cheers and first question mark. Harmarsh says, it appears so, you beat me. Gunwild says second, bitches. Harmarsh says, hey everyone. Hey Harmarsh. Mr. 27 says fifth. Jorn says, I want daughter, Eric. Yeah, well, several do. Poco Loco says here, maybe. Ben N says first, boom. And I can say second, close. I'll go with close. Or boom wasn't actually another option. Oh, excuse me. Jorn says get your frustration out. I will when Biden and Camoto and the Democratic Party has all resumed room temperature. On the session, Hells, Mr. Mark Mac 85 says yes, the Constitution is the rule of law. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be recognized by the people that should know better. Mr. Mark Mac 85 rant on. Eric, you did us a proud tonight. That was on the session Hells. Well, I appreciate that. Poco Loco, I'd put a brass catcher in the bag. Evidence? I like where you're thinking. I like where you're going with this. Here's the problem is Alice is not capable of taking the brass catcher that I have. The brass catcher that I have has a mount on it. I said mount. That you mount to a Picatinny rail and then it quickly attaches to that. It works quite well as long as you have space on your upper rail to accept it. Now I know they sell the ones that are Velcroed on, and I guess that would be better than nothing. Harmarsh, if I had an extra $800, I'd send you the money and have you keep the pistol in your safe for you to use it anytime. I'd call it Sarah for Sarah Connor. Whew. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, just as a matter of record, nobody has contacted me being interested in this. Again, maybe a little cash and a barter or something like that. I don't know. Let me know. Like I said, I need some cash, and then after that, any money that I raise through firearm sales is going into an envelope that says VMAX on it. J-Dog's here at work, and Cobra says sleep tight to him. Harmarsh, wait. What did I say? Harmarsh, if you work somewhere and you're forced to get the vaccine, I would quit. I would force them to, or I wouldn't quit. I would force them to fire me. Then file a wrongful termination suit or join a wrongful termination lawsuit. See, I think that's what I think that's what's going to happen. I honestly think that's what's going to happen. We've seen little things over the years get people riled up. Now, go ahead and try to, I would have to say that from the conversations that I've had over here, 90% of everybody that hears me say this that I have talked to tells me they would rather they'd rather stick a cactus up their ass than get the vaccine. I know, off the top of my head, I can think of a handful of you that have had it, and again, this is America. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. I wouldn't even consider stopping it. On the other hand, do I think that it's just that a company tells you that you have to put something in your system that as of this moment in time has... Okay, so there's a Rand Paul video where he says there's... I think the test thing... I don't remember how many people were in the test, but 0.004% of the people died. And then he points out that number is significantly lower than the amount of people that passed away from the flu virus last year. So, the whole world is up in a roar. We're ending businesses. We're forcing people to wear diapers on their face, which, once again, I'd like to point out that the typical mask that everybody's out there wearing is doing so close to nothing that I am just going to feel good by saying it's doing nothing. As a matter of fact, we are now seeing other cases of things that it is doing. So, in fact, it is a diaper that you are wearing on your face. Good job. The bottom line is the whole thing is a bunch of bullshit, and I personally fear what is going to happen to the vaccinated crowd over the period of the next 5 years. I pray to God that I'm wrong, and many people that have commented on this. It's not what I want to see when you believe in the lies. I mean, the mantra that I hear being reported by several people, I won't mention any names, is almost 100% the marching orders from Dr. Fuckface Fauci. I wouldn't let him stick his finger up my ass if I hadn't had sex in 50 years. Harmarsh, G8. G8 is a hit that was already called. That ship is already sailed and sunk. Cobra, what the hell? I missed it. Oh, that was on Locked and Loaded Live last night. We cannot make the sound work. It sounds like there's a lot of complaints coming in through Spreaker. I don't know if the problem is all on the Spreaker end or what, but so we're screwed for Locked and Loaded, Quickie with Ms. B, and the Ms. Bomey Zone. And I don't know if Christine's going to do a live video. She's not really a fan of it. So instead of doing nothing, we decided to launch it over here because, like John said, if we're going to say stuff that is going to cause ruffled feathers more than I'm already screwed over at the Ebomi channel, He said, we might as well just do it over here. So I had no problems with it. The problem is the only people that would really know about it would be the ones that would get notified by YouTube, which means, you know, the 1.6 zillion people in India that make up 46% of Locked and Loaded. No, don't even ask me why. I have no idea why we have such a large market for Locked and Loaded over in India. And now I've gone 2 weeks without having a show, and I don't like that very much. But the thing is Locked and Loaded is in 20 countries, 20 or 21 countries, and being broadcasting only during over here meant that actually I was really surprised. The show was dumped to YouTube, and immediately had 69 views. Good number. You know what I'm saying right there. Cobra, be back later. Okay, we'll wait. Oh, evidently, here's a funny thing. 14 hours ago, Cobra, you said be back later. 12 hours ago, so that meant there was no new comments for 2 hours. Cobra's back. And my hypothetical, because I know you and would never wish harm on Air Force pilots and stewards, if Air Force One goes down with POTUS and the VP on board, then Nancy Pelosi is president. So Cobra, we'll go back with my other hypothetical situation, which is Tom Clancy's debt of honor. Everybody's in the Senate. Everybody from the House, Representatives, the Senate, the Speaker, the President, the Vice President, the entire Supreme Court justices, and an empty 747 filled completely up with fuel lands on the chambers, and everybody's dead. Start over. Because if you are incapable of upholding the Constitution of the United States of America, then I wish you gone. No matter how it happens. You can pack your shit and walk out peacefully. You can be escorted out forever, or you can be room temperatured. Basically, I call that being Clintoned. Clyde, Whiskey and Revolution for all. Hashtag POTUS for impeachment 2021. Yeah, I'm good with that. As a matter of fact, I won't even hesitate on joining you, maybe, if not myself, on a little toast to that. And as a matter of fact, if the present fraudulent piece of shit was impeached, the downside, once again, is what Cobra pointed out. If that piece of shit was impeached, I am just going with what I would partake in. A little Brocolati Octomore 11.1. I might throw down for the 9.3 if that piece of shit is either adiosed or impeached. I mean, I'm amazed at the pure willpower. It's just a show of the true patriotism of the military of the United States of America, because I can think of nobody else that would like to see a change in leadership like our military. And by the way, I don't know if it's anything you guys are going to see. Salty, you asked about recording one file, there was one thing that didn't say, would you like to record one file, but it referred to indexing files, and it was a loop or filed or something like that. I switched that to continuous, and I found the setting for the clock. If right now we're at roughly 15 minutes, right about, say, nowish, 15 minutes, then I have the clock figured out. I have no idea what the other setting was. Then there was one other thing I changed. Other than that, in this setting, I don't have seem to have power. Maybe I was just imagining things. Maybe I do not have power over changing it from 720 or 10. I just change it from the size of the file, which may result in that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm very happy with the image that this camera has in this setting, and I'm very happy with the size of the files, both coming off of the camera, going into the editor. The amount of time that it takes to render it is pretty impressive, and the amount of time that it takes to upload. An hour upload is about 20 minutes. The piece of shit is impeached. How do I react? There is a God. Damn. Before we get too far, I received a cryptic text message while I was out running errands today. It said, "You have a package on your porch." And this text message came from Salty Shellback. He said, "I wanted to reward you for going almost 3 weeks sticking to the Shackley thing. The work in, cleanse, work my way out. Hell, thank you, Mrs. Nyhap. I actually had a couple of pieces of pizza last night, and I felt guilty doing it." So, today, so far, I have had I did have regular coffee, but I had a shake for breakfast. I found the attachments for my Ninja blender, so it was like, bzz, bzz, unscrew the blender top and put the drink top on it, and so I've actually been eating by the rules. So Salty Shellback says I wanted to congratulate you for sticking to the Shackley thing, and so here's the mystery. I know, I'm almost positive, I know that Salty Shellback is not up in the area. So how did the box get here? I could reach for one of the 5 knives in my pocket, but I'm going to use the normal dividend. Die and sooner. Oh, and a few people came over last night. I don't know how you got notified last night of Locked and Loaded Live, but a few old friends who I haven't seen in a while joined us over there. My old, God, I think going back to the start of this channel, my old friend Paul. I added Paul to the Brew Crew. Paul has a brew review channel. You've got to be kidding me! PABrewNews. I will do my best to put a link at the top. If not, I will put a comment and pin it. I encourage you, if you like brew reviews. Now, he is a legitimate brew review person. He's not like me. I fully admit, if you're here to learn about a beer, good luck. This is just an excuse to talk about politics, show some guns and knives, and things that are passionate to me. If you're looking for a legitimate brew review, this isn't it. You're going to hear about what I think of it. Like, for instance, so far, Tropical Oberon is pretty damn tasty. With alcohol. What is it, 5%? I didn't even say that, my bad. 5.8. For you people in special ed, that's almost 6%. Okay, here we go. Okay, evidently something you wanted to keep safe by putting a box in a This is for Matt. Then naked. Okay, Matt. Man Cave Madness. This is, I got a pile started over here. I got a package for David Brown. I've got a package for Miles. And I've got a shirt for Matt. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you, Salty Shellback, for the, Twinkie. That was most kind of you. Oh, you know what I didn't do on this one? Shit. Cobra, I still believe any vaccine should be voluntary. So definitely let those companies fire you for not getting a mandatory vaccine. Then sue the shit out of them. Clyde, yep. Sue them for a HIPAA violation. Smile Money, agreed. You know, it's pretty bad when some companies, like for instance, fucking Essentia Health. No matter how it turns out, you will not be eligible for unemployment. You know what? I hope there's a fucking court of law. There's a court of law that turns this around. One way or another, I hope these companies pay the price. And like Christine says, about the best place to punch them is in the wallet. I personally will never spend another fucking cent for my health care there. Or if I do, I'll just do like I'm doing now and not pay a fucking cent for it. Clyde, Biden for Gitmo 2021. Zippy, you might want to check the fit on your mask because they do come in different sizes. We were measured for ours at the PD. I guess I never thought about that. That is an excellent point, Zippy. Since I got this thing, I have not done anything with it. You know what I don't know about? Yeah, I don't think that's an option. Now, granted, I don't have the filters on. My reading, my glasses are mainly about reading. You know, it's like, for instance, right now I have absolutely no problem seeing the camera. I mean, it's you guys look pretty good. So yeah. So not being able to wear my glasses is not a huge deal because I can see great. No, I'm just kidding. I appear to be getting a good seal. I really don't think I'd be able to have my glasses on with this though, but I'm okay with that. Because the only thing that's really going to matter
my ability to do this. There's a little bit of the mess, but I can still see just fine. Otherwise, you know, I'm going to have Alice with me, which just means I can just lead the rounds up to wherever the threat is. Now here's where the real problem will come in, right here. I'm going to have to get a special
yeah, I like the way that's working, Zippy. But thank you. That was definitely definitely a good idea to make sure that your all the shit in your kit is properly doing its job before you have to rely on it for any particular reason. But I definitely like having this mask with Alice as opposed to one of the old military style ones. Okay, so what I can tell you is so far on my own, I added a multi-tool. I verified that everything in here can be serviced and cleaned with the cleaning kit that is in here. And in all honesty, I still don't know how I feel about this. I remember Jim saying to have your vest. Well, here's the problem. I want to blend in. Wait, let me rephrase. I don't want to blend in. I want to disappear. If one of the scenarios in my brain could possibly take place, I want to disappear. I don't want to blend in. I'm keeping this in here right now mainly if, say, I were to stumble across some kind of an emergency, maybe something happens on the freeway or the interstate, and I just don't want to get hit by a car. The other thing is what I'd really like to have, maybe not in here, because I'm already kind of maxed out for what I want as far as weight. Alice with that mag on board her weighs in at I believe it's more than 10 pounds, 60 rounds, you know, plus, you know, she's already kind of stout in the fact that she has a magnifier, the EOTech, the flashlight, you know, a bottle opener. We should leave her out for that. In the event that the world started turning upside down, I think I'm gonna just honestly forego the whole lighting myself up so that I could potentially be a target. Now, this isn't just set up here for doing Second Amendment stuff. This is also set up because I do have a fairly decent med kit in here and a fire extinguisher. So this is like a mini version of my my bug out bag. The only thing I do not presently have in this kit of any form is substance, and I've been thinking, because I still have space and like these pockets and stuff like that doesn't weigh much. I don't have anything like that on hand to shove in there right now, but some energy bars or like breakfast bars, those kind of things, I can easily put a few of those in here. So I'm thinking about that. The other thing is I wouldn't mind a way to convert this over to if there was a way for me to take apart one of my other backpacks, and actually where I'd probably do it is I have several rifle bags that have a backpack hidden in the back, or just in the back and attaching it to this. Because right now, my two forms with this are carry it, which strategically has limitations. So it's this. And the reason that I want it as a backpack is just maneuvering through the house. It's already something as width of a doorway. So it's like I get a lot of possibly hitting stuff. I mean, I can sort of shift it, but if it actually had the backpack rig on it, where I could literally wear it like that, I'd prefer that. But either way, right now, it's obviously going to get a lot lighter if the AR is in my hand and it's slung over my shoulder. So in the event that something's sorry, I didn't mean to destroy the house. Something's going down, you know, I still could be, well, even if it was just like it is now, and I had a scenario where I needed a long-range rifle, but I had Alice with me, I'm still capable of shooting and moving, just not through an environment like a house or a business. It's because she's kind of big and bulky and like this, but it gives me everything that I would want on me nearby. Like it's usually wherever I am, unless a scenario like I'm not moving it around the house with me. Wade, you know damn well though, there is moments where my go-to gun in the house is Alice. So. JR10, if you hear me say this, I picked up some capsaicin cream, the Walmart or a Walgreens brand, and it's really kind of, I don't know, the word really wouldn't be numbing, but it's moments away from a good time. 1995. It's really kind of neutralizing any discomfort with the soles of my foot, that's where most of the problem is. Most of it is just like in that last little bit. Like if this was my toes, I get this sensation almost like I have an extra layer of skin right there, like webbing or something, and then a little bit of discomfort from here forward. And the cream pretty much stopped that. But I'm telling you, at this very moment in time, the top of my toes are feeling like I rubbed habanero juice on them, or Reaper juice. I'm actually getting a little burning discomfort on the top of my foot, which I never do. Taking the shoes off for a moment, thinking maybe I just need to air them out a little bit. Zippy, the resident needs to be charged with treason. He does. I mean, what if I gave our enemy a whole bunch of weapons and arms? I would be charged with treason. Look what this piece of shit did. I posted it. I reposted it. I can't remember who originally posted it. My friend Eric. Eric down in the cities. I don't know if Eric follows me over here. I used to work with Eric. We became really good friends, and then he decided to punk out of the Duluth area, which I understand, and move back to the shithole known as Minneapolis. And he posted a pretty decent inventory list of everything that Biden gave, including an entire military installation. Yeah, die, motherfucker, die. Oh my God. Again, holy shit, what if Trump did any of this? This would be 24/7 coverage. Every person that has died over in Afghanistan would be a repeated loop on CNN. But people are asking me if we're going to know what's going to happen in, 4 days now? And I'm guessing, for the most part, we probably won't, because it's going to be covered up. It is going to be covered up. And I wish some things weren't covered up. Spank me. It's Cobra. 5 things that change. Kirk and Spock, yes. Swap places. Brew Babe changed. I thought I said that the Brew Babe, the beer, my phone, none of those counted. Little motorcycle riding the AR pistol, yes. The FU-46, yes. The giant bottle cap opener on the 1911, yep. And then he says, any more? Boom. Sharky says, boom. Saw the comment after I rewound the video 20 times and made my comment. I'm here to tell you that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did not get 5. Did not get 5. Cobra, damn, that Crazy Scotsman link was legit. Oh well. Wade, I have the Luzon. It's part of my EDC bag. Yeah, it's badass. It's badass. I gotta say, it is badass. Clyde, and so you just doxed the whole thing by saying anyone wearing the vest is either a construction worker or a revolutionary, and it'd be goddamned if I'd wear Charter work worse vest. Just look at how easy it is at 1,000 yards to see a construction worker or a fucking road cone. No, I agree. I don't know why it was said that I don't know why Jim said that. Maybe I misunderstood what he said. I keep it in there in case that I'm actually doing good in an environment where I don't want to get hit by a car or something. I ain't ever considering. I am never, Clyde, ever consider wearing something like this if I am in operator mode. I like it. Evidently it's some nipple slippage and someone fixed this. Wonder if this was one of Brad's. Clyde, pistol cleaning kit is a must. Just add it to the rifle kit. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Clyde, weight is a factor. If you have a long walk due to your vehicle being disabled, maybe a Grom in the truck or a bicycle. Maybe a light chest rig for mag carriers and a pouch for the mask and canisters. Take the load off the sciatic nerve. No, I get it. I mean, you can't plan for everything. You can do your best. If I knew that there was going to be a scenario where things were looking weird, I probably wouldn't be out and about too much. But if I did, I can definitely throw a bicycle, or I can just steal some kid's bike. Again, motorcycle, same thing. I do have a tactical a vest. It's basically just a plate. Basically just a mag carrier, but it had a zipper pouch in it. You've seen it long time ago. It has a thing is heavier than shit though. It has an old school steel plate in it. Where is it? It's buried by a big ass backpack completely filled full of MREs, so I'm not getting it. But in the event that we were getting more towards what I would feel would be critical times, Clyde, I would move that from hanging there to hanging in the back of whatever vehicle is getting used the most at that moment in time. But I've been looking at some tactical vests, and unfortunately, to get a really good one, I'm seeing that they're, hundreds of dollars in that range. And right now, I'm just not willing to spend hundreds of dollars on a tactical vest. Clyde says D1. Why is Clyde saying D1? You sure you typed that right, Clyde? The keys are awfully close together. D1 is a miss. It's like, shit, did I burn the lasagna? Wade, Alice is awesome, but I do have a question. Is the bag a backpack, sling bag, or handbag? I'm thinking you'd want your hands free to do operator stuff. Well, like you saw, Wade, sling or handbag. I would like to have something about this size that was a true backpack, but if I actually really asked nicely, I could probably find somebody that could sew the backpack harness stuff that I can salvage off of something else for this. But right now, just being able to sling it over my shoulder is a lot better than just having the carry handles. Tardisius, just flip a coin to decide where to put the Luzon and the first aid kit. Okay, Tardisius, thank you for that upgrade. I would like to. I believe we're already good on a knife in the Justin's, but there is not a first aid kit in there, so I think that should go. I think that should go in Justin's final mission, the bug out bag. The knife, we'll maybe hold on that. I'll take a second look and decide. Clyde, damn, Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson. Johnson looks like he got a shot of transmission fluid. Oh, sorry. Johnson & Johnson looks like he got a shot of transmission fluid. That would be that picture I showed you of my buddy Nick. Yeah. Matt, my wife is getting fired for not complying with the new COOF rules. Fucking unreal. Yeah, Matt, hey buddy, knuckle bump, unfortunately. I fully understand and feel what you're feeling, but I think that if you think that this fucking poison is bullshit and you're concerned for your health, is your health not more important than the job? I realize it's going to put a lot of people in a financial pickle because the uncertainty of not knowing, once again, I personally might be selling firearms for a completely different reason than being able to buy my VMAX. But you know what? Fuck you and your mandatory anything. This isn't China. This isn't Russia. This is the United States of America, and any corporation, any company, any person, any government that would force this upon their people, their employees, they deserve holy fucking hell to rain down on you. I hope your businesses suffer financially like you have never seen. I hope these companies that 90, 75, 80% of the employees have said, oh, we'll take the poison. I hope they're turning out that they're just doing what a lot of people that I know are doing. They're just simply saying what they need to say to take care of themselves as long as possible. So when the date comes that you have to take the jab, you can go, fuck you. Go ahead and fire me. Hell yeah, brother, says Brad. Wade, you already know what I think. Yeah, I do, Wade. On a lot of damn things. We could hang out together just so that we could complete each other's sentences and then snuggle. Douglas, well-equipped bag. Maybe add another Twinkie. I have one. Salty, I just woke up. Naked.
Well, I'm surprised that they didn't ask, 'cause
Sharky, I know. Hashtag Ninja Watcher.
I'm taking you downstairs. We're gonna go say hi while everybody-
Salty Shellback says, good call on the Twinkie. You could fit
You
some
are.
ding-dongs and a nutty buddy in there, too.
Ready?
Ready? Okay.
Hello, Erica.
Jules!
Erica.
More cowbell to Jules! Basement pop for Jules!
Nope.
Oh.
Don't drink that too hard a beer from me now.
I'm drinking a Bell's Tropical Oberon.
The heck is that?
It's a mango, guava, passion fruit, wheat beer. Here, Christine, try some and tell her what you think of it.
Oh no! Wah.
Smell it.
I love mango and guava.
Smells really
That's
good,
my-
though.
That's my fruit.
It smells like beer. It smells like beer.
Well, of course it's beer, but it's got all that guava and mango and whatever else Eric said, wheat.
Hey,
He put you on top of the camera so you can say hi to all the guys.
Hi, y'all.
you're hanging out on the new camera.
Oh, they are.
No, you are.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, you're looking good up there.
Oh, really?
Actually, here's what I can tell you. You're at least 1.5 feet taller than you've ever been.
Oh, okay. And shrinking, too.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not getting any taller.
Yeah, shrinking and losing weight. I told Christine that.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
wind's gonna blow me away.
I mean, you can't just sit around and drink beer all day long.
That's what me and Christine's gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, not beer, maybe shots.
Or wine.
Or wine.
Wine. Yeah. I'm gonna try I'm gonna find my German one to bring with me.
German wine?
Yeah, German wine. I used to drink that years
I'm
ago.
talking about Riesling.
Oh, Riesling. Yeah, you can pour me a glass of Riesling. That's like, that's the shit that by the time you're on your 4th glass, you don't understand why you can't stand up anymore.
Oh, yeah. But drinking shots over there at your house, y'all's house, I don't think I was stumbling, was I? No, I climbed up the stairs to go to the room.
Oh yeah.
I made it up the stairs.
Yeah, you weren't stumbling. You were just crawling up the stairs.
Yeah, but when I wasn't drinking, I fell down your step.
Want to try this?
No, I don't want to try anything.
Want to try this?
Christine, try it for me.
No, he wants to try me a shot. I don't want to try a shot.
Try that shot that I got him. I saw you last night, Erica.
You didn't taste it.
I smelled it.
That's Octomore
Which Octomore is it?
11.1.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, God, that's a lot of alcohol, then.
It's the name of it, not the proof. Well, yeah, well, it actually is really high. It's 59.4%.
Alcohol?
Yeah, so that's 118.8.
That's a lot of alcohol in there.
As it should be.
Wow. Oh.
Here, I'm giving
I'm
you.
going to try and find my German one. But you know what they came out with, Erica? They're
What?
pumpkin spice for the winter, the fall.
Oh, I picked up a bottle of something I haven't had in a not a bottle, a 4-pack. It's a Imperial pumpkin spice ale called Pumpkin King.
Pumpkin King?
Yes, it's one of the ones that I've had that I said to myself, I'd get this again, but I couldn't find. I think it's been a couple years since I've been able to find it.
I think you can only get it in the fall time.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
coming out.
it wasn't even available the last couple of years, or it was released in such small batches that I missed the opportunity.
Right. Well, they got different kinds that came out, and I don't know. I'll take a picture of it when I go to the store. And you tell me yay or nay, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't know what. I might buy something you already had. So, anyways. Well, I guess I'll let you go. What thing is down there with you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm handing the phone back to her.
Huh?
I'm handing the phone back to her.
Oh, okay. Bye, y'all. Tell you guys bye.
Jules says bye if you didn't hear it. I think you did. The camera, the audio on this one sounds pretty good.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So when you coming home, baby?
Next week.
Really? Nice.
Did Christine tell you I got my COVID shot, Erica?
Yeah. I think you told me you got the second one too.
Yes, I got the second one. And I was telling her, I showed her my picture. I took a picture of it. My arm is felt like somebody punched me.
She's all red and swollen.
Did you get it? Did you get bleeding under the tissue, or did it just hurt bad?
It just hurts bad. I didn't really bled on my when I took the Band-Aid though. There was no blood. I said, okay.
Oh, under the skin.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Our buddy Nick, it looked like I don't even know what it looked like. It looked like a shotgun. Looked like a shotgun blast, and it bled out under his skin. It looked hideous.
No, mine was fine. There was no blood on the Band-Aid. So, because I told the guys that you have to use a small needle on me.
Do you glow?
And he did.
Do you glow in the dark?
Pardon me?
Do you glow in the dark?
No, but I heard if you put a magnet on your arm, it's supposed to stick.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try the magnet trick on you.
Okay. You got that. Whatever, Erica.
Hey, I got 2 rare earth magnets that are holding up the broadsword. We could stick you to the ceiling of the man cave.
Eric!
Really? Do you want me to come out there or not?
Yeah, I do, because I miss you and I love you.
Oh, I love you too, but not the way you're saying you're going to stick me up in the ceiling and everything else. You're such a bad boy, Christine.
Oh, can we... Hey, you imagine the fun we could have at Jules? Just imagine duct tape and Velcro.
Eric!
Gosh. Should I bring some handcuffs too? I'm just kidding.
Well, now that you mention it.
No. I coach you, Christine. Erica.
Actually, I've been wanting to... I can get them on Amazon. I've been wanting to get a set of handcuffs to throw in my my bug-out bag. You never know when you might have to calm somebody.
We need to calm you down, right, Christine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course,
we'll handcuff you somewhere.
Off the top of my head, I've had several situations where I could consider handcuffs, a radiator, and Christine. Settle
you got those phones
the
down there.
hell down.
This coming from the Irish Boondock Saints having a moment person is telling the Italian to calm down? That's calling the pot black or kettle or however that saying goes.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
Watch it, Eric. You're in trouble now.
Yeah. Okay.
Christine, we can handcuff him in that hole in his man cave.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he can't get out.
Alright, we're gonna escape back upstairs now.
Okay.
Bye.
No.
See you next week.
Yes, sir. I don't get lost.
Yeah, just don't believe when you get this far, remember, don't go downtown.
Well, downtown, that's where the party's at.
Yeah.
I guess.
Forget all your problems and go downtown.
Oh my god. I'm leaving. He's starting to sing. Okay. I'm upstairs.
Shit, I did it again. Okay, so we get our jewels back next week. See, Jules, if you see this part of the video, seems how you just went upstairs. I keep trying to convince her. Every time she's anywhere else, she has nothing but problems. When she's here, there's no drama, there's no stress. And I come home, me and Christine come home, and Jules is watching a little TV, and she talks about how she was bored, so she, like, cleaned the living room, and I was like, you know what? Hey, we have 2 extra bedrooms. Jules, stay as long as you want. I am more than happy to trade dinners and a nice place to live in exchange for the way she always treated the house while we were gone. Jules is awesome. Where were we? That mystery man again, Salty Shellback. I'm not positive, but I think those numbers on the camera are either the number of frames captured or the number of naked people near you. Could be. I think, if this is the case, we just rolled 1 hour and 1 minute. Oops. I don't even know when the hell oh shit, I guess I could be right. I think I got that figured out. I have no idea what that other setting is, though. Oh, shit. Salty Shellback, the problem with mandatory pokes is that they are not legally allowed to ask you about your medical status. So how do they know if you have been poked or not? You can just say yes, regardless of whether you got poked or not. They can't make you prove it, or just get naked, and they can just... and they will be distracted and move on. Smile money. Sounds right to me. I don't think anyone has the right to know or to inquire. The problem is, some employers, I won't mention any names because it's personal right now, but some employers are saying that you have to medically prove it. Again, I don't want to talk about it because there's a lot hinging on it right now. But I'll just say that I think Essentia Healthcare systems I think they're in more places than Minnesota. I hope you end up with no employees, or the ones that you have, you find out the hard way that you force them to take poison, and then the lawsuits make it so that you don't exist in a fucking year from now. Bring your AK to work day. Smile Money says, you know that Mr. NA Technology is also making progress in cancer treatment. Well, that's what this jab was supposed to be for, is cancer, not what they're using it for. Remember, your heart has a questionable past in decision-making. Well, 50-50, laugh out loud. His own sub-comment, you get pulled over in New York on your trip to John's with that get-home bag, you'll be on the national news. ATF captures Duluth militia member with 460 rounds of ammo, a fully semi-auto... What? A fully semi-auto a fully semi-auto 30-point legal short-barreled rifle and mags full of armor-piercing ammo. Sharky. Now, that's a stout pocket sword right there. Damn. Steven, damn. On the computer at just 720 on my 50-inch 4K TV, it's looking great. This is going to be the Paramount camera for the eBomi channel as well, question mark. Great audio as well. And someone gave him 2 thumbs up. Yeah, this is the camera I plan on using for everything. God, you know, I'd have to see. I don't know if my overhead rig can hold this thing. Actually, I don't think there's enough room on my overhead rig between. No, I can use this camera for everything except for the overhead stuff. For the overhead stuff, I will probably continue to use the camera that I was using for the brewery review, because I've started to have some issues with the camera that my buddy Tom gave me. But now the one that Tom gave me, the biggest limitation on that camera is battery. It does not have, it has the one battery that came with it, which is the original one, and its life expectancy is, this one, the battery seems pretty decent in it, that came in it, and I purchased, it's kind of funny because, I don't know where it is. I think I put them away in the pack for the camera. This is the battery for this camera, and this one is at least twice the capacity of this one, and it looks to be the same size as the one that's on there. I just got this today. It's not from Canon, but then again, prices varied by quite a bit, and I got this and a charger for it, so I can charge both batteries off of the camera. And I haven't put this on there to find out what the run time is. Maybe I'll remember to give her a try tomorrow, because right now I am disconnecting you from the power, and it's telling me that there's 1 hour and 44, 1 hour and 42 minutes as it kind of stabilizes. Hour and 42 minutes out of the stock battery. You're going back to plug-in juice. I usually always run it off of the power supply when we're doing these. I mean, why? Now, I know I should know better. Tools like my Makitas, I tell you, you work a battery like this. I have been running Makita for almost a decade, and I bet you this battery is one of my original batteries. More than 10 years, still going strong. You put a battery in a DIY scenario, do-it-yourselfer kit, and it's sitting in your basement, and it gets used today, and then it gets used in 3 months, and then it gets used a week later, and then it doesn't get used for another 8 months. That's what kills them. So I don't know if I should every now and then just let this thing run down. And a lot of batteries, they're finding that the technology is better off on your batteries if you don't let them go from end to end of their charge, and you kind of charge them a little bit in between. In other words, don't go to 100% dead, but most of the times on tools, you just don't know until the thing shuts off and it's no longer working. Where the hell are we? Wow. Really fucked the pooch on this one for time. Okay, sorry. Smile Money. U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, explained that... Oh, sorry. Smile Money. I had almost burped right there. Explains that the vaccine is a product that stimulates the immune system into producing immunity to a disease, which ultimately protects a person. Well, that may be theirs, But if you actually look up what is in the vaccine, it is not a vaccine. It is a gene inhibitor. That is... Go ahead, stand in line, get your shots. Stephen, my friend works in a blood bank section of the hospital in Oklahoma City. You may know him as the guy I sold a Mosin trigger and stock to. Okay, I know who you're talking about. He is a far right wing, but when the But when the first trials ran, the jab came out almost a year ago, he was there to take it. I just don't get it. Dinscourge? Salad? Avocado? Are you sure you aren't a Californian curious? Come on! Dinscourge. Just because I like a frickin' salad and I want it done up right. Thick chunks of tomato, avocado, little fresh ground pepper, something hot, jalapeno. In this case, I've been slowly going through Matt's Reaper pepper. Yeah, I'm just going to eat it like a piece of celery. Good job. No, I don't think so. What's the matter? What's the matter? No, I don't think I could ever survive. I don't think I could ever... Sorry, I had a seizure. I don't think I could ever survive in California. And if I did, I'd probably be just like anywhere else. I would own what I want to own and have what I want to have and go frick yourself. On the other hand, Dinscourge, one of the... I tell ya, I wish it wasn't so damn expensive. The filet mignon from Superior Meats is a absolute delicacy. A good piece of prime rib, bone in or not, I really don't care, is also a must on that list. I have no problems putting an animal down on a near daily basis, but right now I have two basic, really extreme goals in my life. I'd like to see 199. And as of yesterday, that means I have 21 pounds to go for that to happen. I'd like to see 199, and I am going to get a Yamaha VMAX. I'm not even going to pussyfoot around anymore. If you want it, you go fucking get it. And you know what? If I really wanted to, I bet you I could. If you want to make some kind of a big cash bet, which you would lose, I could have one of those by this time tomorrow. But you better be ready to pay up. Smile money. Can we get back to fun and overall debauchery? Laughter is the best medicine. I agree, Smile money. So stop commenting to my rants. Shut up. Sorry, I blew up right there. Smile money. Thank God you cannot carry a gun in schools. Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I don't know if it's Minnesota or Duluth, but it's kind of treated lightly for the first offense. I mean, like if you were in there with a conceal and carry, for instance, because when my kids went to Denfeld, I never ever left it in my vehicle. I carried it. Eric will never teach elementary school children. He already had my middle grandson say the F word. I apologize, Smile Money, for that. I don't want to make life more difficult, but I would say if you have kids in the vicinity, this might be a headphone only, because you don't know when Eric might snap. I have listened to you and a few other people like Tardisius, and I try. But the piece of crap that is the fraudulent resident right now makes it really hard to be good all the time. Sharky, I'd add some high-calorie food bars and some energy water packs or a Life Straw filter to your bag. You'll need energy and water to operate. No, you are correct. I know liquid. See, I guess I didn't I'm not considering liquids for that pack because I always have like a 6-pack or a 12-pack of water in my truck at all times. Anyway, winter becomes iffy for obvious reasons. But no, some food bars, definitely. In those inside pockets, I can still put shit like that in there without jeopardizing being able to get the pack closed and adding too much extra weight. At some point, if I... See, here's why you got to draw the line, and it's always an issue. What does Eric do? Obviously, the thing that weighs the most is the AR. Well, actually, the thing that weighs the most technically right now is all the ammunition that's in there. It actually does weigh more than the AR by itself. But if you don't know what scenario you're under, I mean, 460 rounds. I mean, I'm good to go for a while. Smile Money. No, Eric, you said that we did not have the mass murders in the past. Thus my comment. Well, I guess, Smile Money, if you want to go back far enough, there's plenty of mass murders. Technically. The only reason they have increased is that we no longer get the dangerous mentally ill off the streets. No. Oh, Smile Money. You could, oh yeah, you teed that bitch up and sank it. Our problem right now is mentally ill. We overlook it. I mean, I'm not saying we need to grab them all and strap some electrical strips to their head and plug them into a 220 outlet, but we seem to miss a lot of the signs of people with mental problems, and they're not predictable. So let them get a hold of a firearm, and you have just added all of the. I'll continue reading. Where did I leave off? The reason for the National Firearms Act, again, bullshit. As for my opinion, the control of automatic weapons has kept us from going the way of England and Australia. Exactly because of your point that evil people will always be out there. They would undoubtedly have caused much more death and fear in public. For the sake of argument, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'll give you the fact that a person that wants to do harm, if they have something that does more harm, like you flat out know that someone with mental illness, if you could go down to the Kroger's and pick up a nuclear bomb that you would normally use to get rid of gophers. I mean, a really bad batch of gophers. I mean, they're the ones that smoke and drink. No, I get it. I get it, Smile Money. I get it. It's the firearm is a means to a quicker end for a problem. But I still think if you, I mean, I don't really want to put this out there, but I'm here to tell you that if you want a list of bad things that the average person could do in mass quantities of deaths, that a firearm wasn't used at all, I could submit a list. I'd even double down and say that Clyde could probably beat me tenfold on massive ways to do large damage to masses of people where a firearm isn't involved. But yeah, the guns is a means to a quicker bad scenario. I do concede that to you, Sharky. Never quit your job in an or else will fire you situation. If you leave, it's your decision, and no bitching afterwards. If they kick you out, you can always go to court, the court route, and see what happens. I think a class action lawsuit is going to be taking place. I hope it takes place right here in Duluth. Stephen, you know who will be sending me that light that's on Alice. Yeah, I'd like to see what the final version looks like, though. I have a whole list of shit that I would change about it. I still like it better than almost anything I've ever used, though, Steve. Steven again. On a side note, I accidentally chucked a prototype Brynite on a live stream on their page last night. Not a scratch. It flew almost 5 feet, hit the garage door, and then the ground. Brynite, hands down, makes the best flashlights. Period. Everybody else, back of the line. Sharky, over here, by law, no one is even allowed to demand any medical information from you, let alone demand you take a shot of anything. Companies and the government tried in the past, things like medical records, etc. They've been shut down by the judges again and again. Unfortunately, over here, it is turned into a leftist playground. Smile Money, you have no idea how many F-bombs I could have dropped up to this moment in time just talking about that. Sharky, I had 2 jabs of Pfizer, and after the first shot I was just a little sore in the left upper arm, and I didn't even notice the second one. Had plenty of jabs during my life of flying over the planet. Nothing ever looked like that. Whoever jabbed Nick must have stabbed him with a rusty nail fired from a nail gun. That bruising and discoloration ain't normal in my book. No, it's not. But that's happening a lot, so I don't know if it's a failure of the person administering it or if it's an end result of it. NIHAP, I was hoping for a Glock giveaway bait-click video on the eBomi channel for the Glock knife. Oh, and then you will get it. Excellent. If they want to fuck with me, I can fuck with them. I think it's about time that we gave a Glock away. I'll make it real easy. Sharky, are you almost done? There were only 60 comments to start with. Yeah, I'm close. 30 minutes later. Steven, if Nassim Nija Nadam blasted up the YouTube over demonetizing her channel, imagine what people will do when they get fired over taking the vaccine. Just saying, I hope CEOs get strung up and treated like piñatas after a birthday party or at a birthday party. I hope so. I am, with the exception, I know Smile Money would like to come back with a list of every time that I have said otherwise, but I just want to go on record. Generally, and I have said this, I would like things resolved before we have to grab our guns and head to Washington, D.C. Because I personally don't think that there's enough true patriots to make that happen. Because the mentality of, no insult, Jim, the whole mentality of get in the fucking van won't ever work. Hell, we just saw what happened when a few guys were in the van. It'll never work. Unless mass, and I mean mass amounts of people, like a few thousand from that state, and a few thousand from that state, and 10,000 from that state, all get together and march to Washington to turn this piece of shit government over, and we start with constitutionalists. The day of getting in the van is nothing but 12 to 100 people shot up, and they're just extremists, and there's swastikas at your house. I mean, all these flags will look completely different after I get in the van. because they'll stage it. They'll cover it all up, and they'll make it so that the sheep keep being the sheep, so on and so forth. But in the case of what's going on right now, I hope these companies pay, and they pay deeply. And at this point in time, I really don't care if they're a piñata coming up on the birthday party in the background or in the backyard, because I'm willing to get in line with the stick, and I'm willing to take a swing myself. Sharky, 5 things. Kirk and Spock traded places, yes. The fuck you sticker hopped on the screen, yes. The green patch behind your 1911 went. Don't know what you... the bike hopped on the AR, yes. And the Brew Babe is what I found. Gunwild, I made a donation to Justin's final mission last week, trying to keep the mission alive. I thank you so much, sir. It's my fault. I need to also get on doing a video over on the Ebomi channel so 13 people can see it. Smile Money, I called in the first night. The show just already has a cast of characters and a chat room. The Mario line is just... yeah, I don't... Subterfuge? I know what you're... Yeah. I'd still like it if we could get... See, the call-in line has its pros and its cons. What I'd like is if someone called in, asked a quick question, we gave a quick answer, and they hung up. And then somebody else would call in. I don't necessarily enjoy the whole camping the phone line. Just like I do not want a co-host on a regular basis. If I had somebody like Salty Shellback that was in the area and they're going to sit in and do a show, well, hell yeah. Jeremy, when he and Caitlin are up here, sit in and do the show. But please, don't get me wrong, but I don't want it. Just like I don't want a co-host in the brew reviews all the time. Every now and then, cool. Has nothing to do with the people that are involved. It's just not what I want, and it doesn't work on Locked and Loaded. I can't do the show the way I want to do the show. Smile Money, like the show format last night, then again, people viewing in India have no value to me. Well, yeah, that's true. Sharky, E1. E1 is a hit, and she is sunk. That was the submarine. Sharky, watch me go over here and grab this. The Cobra board. It's the Cobra bottle ship board, and Sharky is 2-1 to Gunwild. Gunwild sank 1, and Sharkey has sank 2 to this point in time. Oh God, just look at me writing this shit down. I'm so good. And then he says that's half of a 50-50. Yeah, you picked the right half. That particular guy has one. Well, I guess there's one. There's 1, 2, 3 possible hits that could have happened yet, but there's an awful lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 misses going around her. Gunwild, huh? I haven't heard of anything about wearing a safety vest during a shit hits the fan situation. I have an orange vest I used for hunting. Yeah, see, I don't know. It was just something that Jim had mentioned once. and it seemed weird that we were going to identify ourselves by lighting ourselves up so that we were an easy target. Sharky, SH, hot peppers that are just there to be extra hot do nothing for me. Flavor is where it's at. Hot and flavorful is where it is. It's where it's at. Intro, babe. Oh yeah. See, that's why I kind of like fresh ghost peppers. They're the peppers I try to find every year because I think that they add a decent amount of heat, but they add a really nice smoked, almost barbecued flavor from the last peppers. Whatever I was saying. Gunwild, you need to add Tiny Tina to your get home bag. Smile money. Pretty sure the top research hospitals in the U.S. do not get their information from Facebook and YouTube. I agree that censorship is wrong, and I believe there is a collusion with political allies. Din Scourge, Locked and Loaded Club. Oh, that was actually on the Locked and Loaded video. Awesome. Gunwild, motorcycle on top of the AR. Yes. Kirk and Spock switching places. Yes. The beer can was moved? No. Your cell phone was moved? No. The magnet or whatever, the sprocket looking thing, no longer on the pistol? Yes. The FU has changed on the screen? Yes. The knife next to the pistol on the stand was moved? No. That's all I got. Now, I'm not saying those things change, but I maybe I wasn't clear enough. The little things on the desk didn't matter because but the major. Okay, so far everybody has missed. Everybody, you guys have gotten everything but one. Gunwild, I called into the show several times, but my call was only answered twice. Gunwild, E4. E4, that was the 50-50 split. Unfortunately, it's a miss because Sharky was already knocking on heaven's door. See, in that black guy that never got back to me about my thumbnails weren't diverse, fuck you, pal. After 10,000 chicks, we finally got a hot black chick. I mean, it just takes a while to find one. Gunwild, I received an email last week from a local hospital saying if you plan on visiting a loved one in the hospital, you are required to show proof of being jabbed or a negative Kung Flu test result within the last 72 hours of your visit. Oh, fuck that relative. Gunwild, I wonder if various organizations are receiving funds for every poison jab just like they were for every positive test results. Pfizer is going to make $90 billion off of this. Do you think they give a shit about killing people? I don't. That might explain why so many agencies back the shit shot. Mark. Mark is a friend of mine on Messenger. I actually sent him the link so that hello. She's overdressed. Enjoyed hanging out and listening to the chat and the beer review. And I agree with you, bro. Fuck the jab, period. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seriously thought you were fucking blocked over here. Hang on. God damn it. Sorry. Considering what I'm looking at, and I just put the Lord's name in vain. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Hang on, I just want to check something. I don't even know what that has to do with it. Okay, hold on. I have to prepare myself to deal with some idiots. Where do I put tropical Oberon on the E scale? Well, a wheat ale, mango, guava, passion fruit. Of course, the ons. Dude, you get one opportunity to get on screen and you fuck it up by not even being prepared. Your skirt's ripped. Overall, this is a pretty shelf life, 6 months. Alcohol 5.8%. I like this. I like this a lot. And compared to regular Oberon, it's like a 50-50. You know, have both on hand, go back and forth. It goes down. It goes down fast. And I'm gonna give it a 10 for enjoyability. I mean, let's see if Tiny Tina likes it. She loves it. Really? 2 hours ago? Okay. We haven't been on for that long yet. 2 hours ago, Chuckles, my hollow point, who, Chuck, just so you know, if we ran a little thing and we asked, block Chuck forever or don't block Chuck forever, you would easily be blocked forever. I am just being honest. Chuck says, Isaiah 7:14. That was written 700 years before the Christ was born. You've been told. Whatever the fuck that means. J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. J-Dog. Gunwild, post-show prep. Cheers all. Cheers, Gunwild. Smile Money says, cheers. Cheers, what beer was reviewed today? That I will never ever see. You could see this one. Bell's. I would think Bell's is available in Philadelphia area. Hey Google, can you get Bell's beer in Philadelphia?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Then eat a dick. Sorry I snapped on you, but not. Den Scourge, Das Boot Club. Den Scourge. Add some app to the bag. AP? What? Never know if you have to deal with some piggies on the way home. Dude. Steven, just grabbed a pack of Tropical Oberon. Well, I cheers to you. Den Scourge, second Heart Club on the Locked and Loaded live video. Okay, I'm going to go edit this. I don't know if Christine is going to do her show or not tonight because she's not really a big fan of the whole live thing. Oh, if you love scotch and you find yourself somewhere and you can get a hold of some Octomore. Actually, at this point in time, I've had two different things from Brooke Laddie, and I highly recommend both of them. Damn. Okay, guys. Cheers. I'm gonna go upstairs and make myself a salad.